Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Triage. Let's start. No. Now, what is it I was doing? Just waking up. Doctor? Dr. King? Am I? Me, Dr. King. She looks more confused than I. Good morning. Right, of course. I was just about to take my nightly stroll. No better way to end a day. Ooh. Thought we just woke up. Right, best get on with it then. Dr. King, wait. Yes? Might you check in on your patients before you go? I'm afraid things have developed overnight. My patients. That blacksmith, Seymour Toll? He's been with us for nearly a week. Ah, yes, of course. I was just, on my way to visit with Mr. Toll. I figured as much. If you need, I could... No need. I can handle it. Of course, Doctor. ... That'll be all. Thank you. How do I pronounce that? Shulian? Exfoliant? Let me look at that up real quick. I am just going to pronounce it Shulan. Sorry, guys. I think that's the right pronunciation. I'm not too sure. Shulan. Right, well. Time to make the rounds. Current objective. Visit Seymour in his room. Let's go. Whoa, we are tall. Press E to talk to Nurse Shulan. Can I interact with any of this stuff? What is that? Kiwi fruit? C. What does C do? Clipboard? Click a tab to view patient data. Oh, click A tab. No, okay. We will come back to that later. Nice blazing hot fire going. I like the rain. I'm just gonna grab some water real quick. This old mind isn't what it once was. It's always important to drink water, guys. I always feel the crappiest when I haven't drunken any water. It's like, damn, why am I so tired? I don't know, maybe it's because the only thing you've drinking today was like an energy drink and a coffee, and that's it, not even any other liquid. Stay steady now, Ambrose. Steady. So now he remembers his name. Exit. I can't leave till I've talked to all patients. Oh shit. Seymour's room. My head, the hissing. It's getting louder. I can't do this. I can't go in there. I won't. You will not take my mind. Dr. King? What? What is it, Shulan? Is everything alright, Doctor? Yes, all is well. I see. So you visited with Mr. Toll? Tell the truth. I'm afraid I haven't, no. It's been 5 seconds, Shulan. Oh, well, I just checked in with Seymour before supper. He still hasn't gotten any sleep. I find it best to err on the side of caution. Should we give him something to help him sleep? Very well. Continue treating him with mint, and ginger might help the fatigue from exhaustion. We keep them... Thank you, Shulan. That will be all. I'll check the courtyard for fresh herbs. Current objective. Harvest mint and ginger from the courtyard. So I'm guessing it's out the exit. What's in here? Ooh, lovely. This our room. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Can't jump. Don't need to go in there yet. Apothecary. What's in here? Small kitchen. I like the graphics of everything. Sink. The soap in the sink. Little jug. Can't interact with that. What's around here? Courtyard, okay. A statue of myself. Never looked quite right. It's very detailed. Okay, is there anything up here? Anything interesting? What about on our clipboard? No. I just want to have a bit of a look before I progress the story to the courtyard. This place is massive. Locked. This is locked. Also locked. Okay. Let's just go to the courtyard now. This way was a courtyard. It's not much, but it's all we've got. This fresh air will do me some good. Oh, and then he said something, but I didn't see it. Oh, I think it was just the press E to enter. Cellar. Storage is empty. The town has needed so many supplies. Okay. Is that geese? I wish that I could live someplace like this. It's so beautiful. Don't we all wish that though? What beautiful flowers. Press E to harvest feverfew. Item collected. I might collect that just because we might need it later. Over here. Ginger. Mint. Where is it? There we go. I shall bring what I've collected to the apothecary. Let's go. Press E to enter. No, I think the apothecary is just right here. This is where herbs become medicine. Not by magic, but by something far more impressive. Science. And to think, this is only the beginning. In just 10 years' time, this practice might look completely different. Whether or not I'll be around to see it remains to be seen. Okay. Looked. Some doohickeys. I'll come back to that in a second. I'll come back to that in a second as well. Anything around here? Too many papers. I never have any time to sort through them. Surely you could pick them up off the ground though, especially when they're so close to the fire. Okay, let's go read the almanac first. How to use the almanac. Patients visit the clinic with multiple symptoms. Each ingredient harvested in the apothecary has its own symptom it eases. Combine 2 ingredients to treat the patient's symptoms. Read through the almanac to find ingredient properties. The Doctor's Almanac. Dr. A. E. King. Common name. Time. The memories I hold of being sick as a dog, though hazy, all taste like spiced earth. Brewed time was a staple in Mother's method of care, saving us many a cough-ridden night during the unforgiving winters of my youth. It did wonders for us, though Miss Cole has not been half as fortunate. No matter the cups of time tea, nothing soothes her viral infection. The harvest is always weakest this time of year. Addendum. A simple infusion of thyme, steeped longer than usual, helped bring Miss Cole some relief. It even managed to elevate her jaw pains. As much as I embrace every opportunity to tend to stagmarch, it's nights like this, where little girls get to return their own beds, that I appreciate the most. Common name. Feverfew. Mr. Serrano stopped by in a desperate search of relief from his headaches and arthritis. Never one to compromise the perception of his manliness, that miner sequestered himself in the darkness for days before coming in. I brewed him a mild tea of feverfew leaves, without the honey, lest he be mistaken for a woman. By light of morning, his pain had eased by over half, and the fever he swore he didn't have, had broken. Well, I cannot say it cured Mr. Serrano of outright, Enough respite was gained to allow him to resume tending to his manhood, the rebel. Manhood being slashed. So there's not many. If you mint. That Taylor-S hadn't slept in weeks. Her grief left her all but skin and bone, which rattled from all the anxiety. I knew she would never present herself at my door, so I paid a visit to her shop under a guise of needing her services. Her throat was raw from a steady routine of sobs and prayers. Still, we made awkward conversation over tea, from fresh leaves I insisted she steeped for us. She was none the wiser of mint's medicinal properties, and though a proper dose would have done more for her insomnia. Soon after, the rasp from her sore throat was gone, and her trembling hand steadied. Though my oath compels me to do no harm, it also compels me to act. Unorthodox as it was, I believe I have upheld it. Some of the reading I'm not so good with, just because it's so much reading. And I don't usually read a lot aloud, especially after I left school. Like, think about it, when do you really read long passages of words out loud for other people, right? Unless you have children or younger siblings. But yeah, I do like to read, though, in general. Common name Ginger. Another visit from Mr. Serrano. One might think it my birthday. Alas, it was just a complaint about pains in his chest and in his stomach. After his last visit, it seems he's taken to chewing on feverfew leaves every night in an effort to combat the pain in his joints. In return, the imbecile's gone and given him dysentery. Completely exhausted by his fatigue, he was eager for a dose of ginger, and directions to the toilets. Mr. Serrano's 3-night stay with us. It took that long to be able to distill 3 doses. Nearly gave me dysentery too. But the ginger did its job, though most unfortunately, it left all of his charms intact. I think there's one more. Common name, Yarrow. A slip of the blacksmith's hammer left her with deep wounds across both forearms, surrounding skin full of blisters, and so inflamed that she appeared sun-dried. I prepared a poultice of yarrow paste, counting on its ability to multitask. With daily dressings and close observation, it staunched the bleeding, reduced swelling, and cleared up the rash. When all was said and done, she even thanked me for easing the ache in her muscles and the fire in her veins. Regrettably, my singular focus on the blacksmith meant I could not tend to Mrs. Young's worsening state. By the time I was able to treat her, she had succumbed to her illness. Nurse said she passed on with her wife's hands devoutly in hers. So this is giving us, like, hints and tips for the future, I'm guessing. Now let's go craft. Ginger. Mint. Add medicine to tincture. You only get 1 tincture per day. With names, I'm gonna try and be more, like, pedantic to pronounce them right, but with, like, common stuff, I'm not gonna care too much. Ethanol, arsenic, salts of mercury. These active ingredients are nearly impossible to come by. The mixture takes the entire night to distill. These days, I only seem to have enough to fill 1 tincture per day. 1 tincture, 1 treatment, 1 patient. It's not enough. It's not enough. It'll never be enough. That's the bitter truth of it all. And with winter just on the horizon, well, it only makes it seem all the more cruel. There isn't any to waste. Least we deem it responsible to start wasting lives, too. Okay. Okay, nothing on the clipboard. Bring the medicine to Seymour. Where's Seymour? Seymour is... not this way. Here? Hold on, just a little longer. You faced worse than this, haven't you, Ambrose? You old bastard. They need you. She needs you. Just open the effing door. Ah, fight it, damn you. Don't let it take you now. Not yet. No, not like this. Please. Dr. King, is that you? Continue. How could I let this happen? After everything. All I had left to do. Dr. King. Dr. Ambrose. Ambrose, answer me. Ooh, that's a pretty shade of red. Day 1. After Dr. King's mysterious death, you travelled to the secluded town of Stagmarch after completing your medical studies in a distant city. Recently, Stagmarch has become afflicted with a curse that mutates its residents. What? It is up to you to decide who you save. What? Dr. King died? There's a curse? Morgan Walker. 23. Writer. Address. Admission has been crossed out. Reason deathly ill. Persistent pain in jaw. Acute fatigue. Well, we have an answer for that. Joanne Young. Arthritis in hands. Acute inflammation. Age 32. Taylor. Delusions. Jermaine Moore. 48. Hunter. Fainted in woods. Dry cough. Sudden headache. I can't leave till I've talked to all the patients. There's Shalane. Oh wait, Shalane. Shalane is scaring me. It's good to see you, Doctor. How are you? Have you settled into your quarters? I have, thank you. Nervous, but eager to get started. I'm sure you're a fine doctor. You came highly recommended. Let me brief you on today's cases. Would that help? Certainly. I want to be prepared. We currently have 3 patients in-house. Only 3? When I arrived last night, there were 4. Oh. Things escalate quickly around here, Doctor. With the first snow due in just 3 days' time, it'll only quicken. It's most unfortunate, but it's true. Understood. Tell me more about Mr. Moore. Jermaine's cough has kept him awake most of the night and has given him an unrelenting headache. Continue. Okay, tell me, he sounds fine for now if I can only make 1 tincture per day. He sounds fine. Tell me more about Ms. Young. Mrs. Young struggles with her arthritis. The inflammation is becoming unbearable. She seems also fine. I'd put her lower on the risk scale than Mr. Moore. Tell me about Mix Walker. Oh, I haven't clicked it, lol. Morgan is experiencing fatigue spells and severe jaw pain, though that's done little to deter them from talking incessantly. Anything more? Our patients, they've been developing steadily, and while our treatments can do a lot, miracles, they are not. Patients require repeated treatments to see lasting improvement. Understood. How quickly can we administer? Each remedy must distill overnight. As such, we can only give 1 dose per day. It's vital to choose carefully. Understood. And there's one more concern, Doctor. Go on. I'm listening. Winter's on its way, sooner than we would hope. The first snow would come any minute. Could come any minute. Once that hits, things become much more complicated in Stagmarch. So you're saying we're racing against the clock, Doctor? Then I'll have to make every treatment count. Furious cut. I wanted to double check Morgan. I wanted to double check them. how fast I need to get them treatment. Exit. Jump scare. Joanne Young. Hello, Eliza. Oh, you're not Eliza. Is this the clinic? Why am I here? I've never been one for medicine. I can't say I'm comfortable being here. You must be Joanna Young, is that right? Yes, I am. But I'd like to know why I'm here. Eliza and I weren't really the kind of people to come to the clinic. I'm the doctor providing your care. Doctor? Right, Dr. King's passing. I'm sorry for being so wary, but as I've said, I normally don't take medicine. It doesn't align with my religious practice. See if I can go through all of these. But I'm more curious about the second option. Can you tell me more about your religion? Are you actually interested? Well, there used to be plenty of worshippers in Stagmarch once upon a time. Anyways, prayer is the true great way to healing. Haven't needed much else. Have you always prayed? I've been praying as long as I can remember. It's very fulfilling. Perhaps we can pray together. What else can I help you with, dear? Do you remember where you were before this? I can faintly remember trying to put up some clothes in the window display, but my vision kept fading. Everything grew more distant. The next thing I know, I wake up here. It says in your intake, one of the fishes hauled you in. I wouldn't know anything about that, on the account of being passed out. You have to give them my thanks, though. I don't leave my debts unpaid. You don't seem all that worried. I wouldn't say that, dear. While I'm not surprised I've succumbed to some kind of sickness, much like my poor Eliza. I was never expecting to end up here. I'm not sure what it means. You think you share Eliza's illness? I'm not the only one, dear. This curse has its roots in so many in Stagmarch. It even got Dr. King. Who's to say how much further it will spread? What else can I help you with, dear? I'll ask about the job because I think that's going to be the last option. Could you tell me more about your job? Certainly. I used to run the tailory with my wife, Eliza, but I now run it alone. We provide all sorts of things from suits to frilly dresses, but our main appeal is winter clothing. Are you the only tailor in town? Yes, at this point in time. There used to be other clothing shops, but they went out of business. I'll keep the shop running as long as I'm alive. Why did the other shops disappear? For any reason, really. Couldn't make enough to cover business fees, and not having enough materials to work with. I'm glad to have such a connection to the community to keep me going. You must have quite the workload, especially without Eliza. I'm not sure how I'll manage everything in the winter, but with prayer, anything is possible. What else can I help you with, dear? That's all for now. Okay, dear. Wait, before you go, I've been thinking about those flowers in the courtyard. Will you get them for me? Of course. Thank you, Doctor. Okay. Oh! I'm guessing this is her religious items, maybe? Let's go to Joanne Young. The portraits are really pretty. Oh, you scared me. You must be the new doctor, I take it. Maybe you prove useful to my research. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting to the bottom of figuring out this curse. I just need a little more facts. So you must be Morgan Walker. That would be me, Stagmarch's very best reporter. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to tell you, though. My jaw's quite sore. Have you been experiencing the jaw pain for long? Not too long. It seems as if the symptoms have only started picking up recently. I'm known for talking, but I can't imagine it's due to that. Were you familiar with Dr. King? As familiar as a patient can be. He was the only doctor here for quite some time. I could ask you the same question. How much did you know about him, Doctor? I knew him as the head of this hospital. Figures, you and many others. The real Dr. King is in those files. You might want to do yourself a favour and take a look into them. How can I help you? Lots and lots of options. What were you doing before you ended up here? I can't really get into the details, but I was working on my next big piece. I was gathering some accounts from people, maybe even in the middle of an interview, before I passed out cold. Then I was here. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Now that you mention it, I did feel my heart race suddenly before I passed out. It felt like the world just slipped away. In those moments, did you notice anything at all? Anything else? I can't say that I did. It was just like my whole world was black nothingness. How can I help you? Could you tell me more about the work you do? I write the stagmarch newsletter. I interview people in the town and spread their message widely. I also look into things where others wouldn't dare to tread. There's a lot of strange things happening in Stagmarch. What's strange about Stagmarch? The place is just plain creepy. This weird disease going around, and patients not making it back to society on top of that too. People are disheartened, and don't know what to believe in. Are you trying to give people something to believe in? Something like that. If I can figure out what's really going on, maybe we'll see some actual change around here. We deserve that much. How can I help you? Can we talk about your treatment? Good, I've been mouthing off long enough. It's making my jaw sorer. So how bad is it? Jaw pain and fatigue, is that right? I fear you make it sound mild, Doctor. I haven't been able to finish gathering all my accounts. I feel I'm getting closer to the truth. It's been so difficult being in this stuffy place. Hard to talk to. If taking your fancy medicines is going to get me out of here sooner and back into the world, I'll gladly take them. Who else is better equipped to gather the news? I'll take you for your word. I will keep forgetting to click it. Let me know when the medicine is ready. I'll come back later. Okay. So much taller than everyone. Last person is Jermaine, I believe. This is the kitchen. Where's Jermaine? Is he upstairs? Oh. It's so weird that he's so far away. Okay, so now we're a similar height. He might actually be a little bit taller than me. Oh great. Sending in another nurse to old Jermaine. You'd think I'd be treated better for the work I've done. Can't even give me the dignity of telling me this disease is incurable. You're Jermaine Moore, I take it. What tipped you off? The fact I said my name is Jermaine, or that I have the most recognisable mug this side of Stagmarch? Either way, you lot are really starting to wear my patience thin. I'm the doctor that will be overseeing your treatment, Mr. Moore. Doctor? Right. I was used to seeing Dr. King around here. Apologies, I haven't been feeling in my right mind since I've been here. This cough is something awful. Could you elaborate more on your cough? Coughs. It feels like they're ripping through my chest. I keep spitting up thick liquid. I haven't experienced anything like this before, but it's right terrible. That does sound terrible. I'll try to clear up that cough. I'll need a little more than trying. I still have a lot of work to do. What else do you have to say? Make it quick. What work do you do? You don't know. I'm the only hunter in this town. I keep everyone fed. Although I haven't been able to do that lately on the account of the dizzying head pain and coughing fits. It scares off the animals. How is the town's current food supply? Folks will get by while I'm in here if that's what you're worrying about. But since I wasn't able to go on my normal hunt this week, it won't last forever. What would happen if you didn't recover? Well, if that were to happen, I'd imagine many would starve over the course of this winter. There's no emergency rations? Sure there are. but they're not meant to last an entire winter season. It helps, but the meat I'm able to supply keeps everyone going to the spring. What else do you have to say? Make it quick. Do you recall how you ended up here? Didn't I already... Ugh. Well, like I told the nurse, I was setting out to hunt as normal, except as I got near the entrance of the woods, my vision blurred, and I passed out. Next thing I know, I opened my eyes, and I'm in this stuffy as hell place. Yes, the intake form says you were brought in by your wife. My wife? Must have been. Not many folks in this town would dare to step near those woods. Why is that? When you stray from the trail, it's real dangerous. Unfortunately, that's the only way to explore the woods proper. Only a few souls have any knack for it. Dangerous in what way? The beasts, for one. Not many fair folk are able to defend themselves against them. Then there's other things. Seems like they're showing up in town even. They got to Dr. King after all. What else do you have to say? Can we talk about your treatment? About bleeding time. All this talking and I think my throat might just close up. Give me your worst. You have a cough and headache. Right on the frog skin. It's been making it difficult to hunt. The town's meat supply will go to ruins if I don't get better soon. Not to mention who will be keeping all the kids fed. It won't come to that. So do you have the medicine ready? No, not yet. Okay, come back when you have the medicine for me. Okay, so I think maybe we get to Jermaine first. Just because he has a full-blown cough. Jermaine, then more of his papers scattered about. Bedchambers. Jermaine, then Morgan, and then we might have to try Joanne last. Just because she doesn't like taking medicine. Statue of the late Dr. King. Let's grab some herbs. See, let's check this out. The cellar, was it? Storage is empty. Ginger. Okay, that's everything harvested from this side. Those are the flowers she was talking about. Feverfew. Yarrow. Is that all of them? I think it might be. Alright, let's get going. So first I'd like to get Jermaine sorted. Which should be easy enough. Let's look through his book. Okay, so cough ridden. So time for cough ridden. And then feverfew. Yep, cough ridden. Wait. Cough ridden. Time and feverfew. Good. Time and feverfew. Yes. I think my voice is going a little. Still sorting through all his exam papers. I never read this much in a game. Go up the stairs. Now, here. Press E. So do you have the medicine ready? Yes, here it is. Already feel like I can think clearer, Doc. I'll be able to return the woods in no time at this rate. Perfect. Jermaine. Sudden headaches. Okay. I also rather get him fixed up just because he gets the food for the town. It's like, it's not good if it's us walking. If I get him killed. Let's talk to Nurse Chilan. I hope you're as cut for this as you seem. What can I do? Can I exit? I have talked to all the patients, so... Can I talk to you? Can't treat you today. You're going to regret this. There's things going on in this town you can't even fathom. Excuse me, Morgan. I had to treat one of you guys. And it just wasn't you. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. I might get angry. Let's go outside and see if we can find these flowers. Is it these flowers? Oh! Alright, whatever. I thought maybe, but I was like, surely not, because I went past the bucket. But it was. Well, hopefully. Yes, here they are. Thank you, dear. These flowers remind me of the kind Eliza used to bring me. She brought such light into my life. It's been hard figuring out how to navigate it all without her. Stagmarch used to be a very different place before this curse came in. It used to be a bit more lively, smiling faces all around. There was even more travel through the woods, as long as you stayed on the trail. Eliza and I were able to make the finest garments for travellers taking a night's rest in Stagmarch. Even prayed with a few of them. It felt like I was opening up doors for them, giving them a taste of a life they couldn't see. Those were the days. This curse has been doing more than infecting the body. It dampens the spirit. There's a force not being appeased, and it's growing out of control. Doctor, will you pray with me? I will pray with her, I don't know, she's sick. It's whatever. Thank you, Doctor. You know, all these things happen for a reason, right? We are going to make up for all their wrongdoings. That thing's alright. Let's pray now. From the forest it rose, bestowing upon us its tender flesh and blood. Hot girl summer. From the forest it rose, bestowing upon us its tender flesh and blood. We feast with our Maker, and no peace be ahead. May we be graced to bathe in its forgiving glow. Okay. Let me get out of here now. What else can I help you with, dear? Can we talk about your treatment? Alright, dear. I have a feeling I'm under some of the same stress Eliza had been plagued with. Inflammation arthritis. Sound right? Yes. I can barely pick up a needle now, let alone sew. I don't know how I'll be able to tend to the shop if I can't move my hands. I'm scared of the medicine too, Doctor. Honest. I prayed for Eliza, and when we risked the medicine, she still was unwell. I assure you, this medicine will help you. Could you pray for me instead, Doctor? I can't treat you today. Thank you, dear. It will be okay. You'll see. Please let me go home. Yes! Finish the day. Day 2. 3 patients remain in the clinic, awaiting treatment. Alright guys, that was day 1 of Triage. The game is really fun. I like being a doctor and doing doctor things, and it just be me picking herbs and mixing them and helping people. I would definitely come back to this game just because it's fun. I like this style. Even though the footsteps scare me, listen to this. I don't know, it just reminds me of like dead fish slapping against the ground or something. But it was fun, and I would like to play it more, you know, see what the story is with the curse and what got to Dr. King. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and if you want to, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.